The 9 news portal, with its nationwide network of reporters, is one of the growing number of independent media platforms covering Turkey's presidential elections in May. In previous polls, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan had a tight grip on media coverage, but not anymore.
The opposition media or the independent media have grown and increased their sphere of influence. I can even say that in terms of the number of viewers on election day, the audience and the followers of independent organizations will be much more than mainstream media. Thus, the effort of the government to establish a monopoly failed. They lost.
But the government-controlled Media Regulatory Authority is stepping up its fines on independent media stations, prompting condemnation by 20 international media and freedom of expression watchdogs.
If there is a duty of regulation, this should be not weaponized against a critical TV station before these crucial elections.
The government denies a charge of partisanship by the regulatory authority. Independent stations like Halk TV say fines have become a part of doing business and warn the real threat is closure ahead of elections next month.
In our broadcasts, they can always find a reason for a penalty, a sentence, an interview, or a statement. And that is why we are always on alert. We are always in expectation. Managers and fellow journalists are responsible for keeping this channel open. We are responsible for preventing a penalty that will close this channel down.
Despite the risk of closure and fines, stations like Halk have drawn large audiences, covering events like February's deadly earthquake, when it reported on government shortcomings, some of which Erdogan acknowledged. Analysts say such coverage has helped build independent media's reputation ahead of elections for fair but critical coverage.
We wouldn't be hearing about the incapacity of the government had there not been the new voices of the media. They really did good reporting, and good reporting is enough in itself. It doesn't have to be just voicing the narrative of the opposition or giving a voice to opposition politicians. But it's just reflecting what's happening on the ground, and that's really important for the election night as well.
New independent media TV channels have been launched in the run-up to the polls, with many reporters who quit the industry returning to help cover an election that all sides claim is one of the most important in the Turkish Republic's history. Dorian Jones for VOA News, Istanbul.